Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to play Out of This World for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. This is one of the better games that I have for the system. In this game, you play a scientist that mistakenly gets transported to a whole new world, hence the title of this game, and you're tasked with trying to stay alive. It was an incredibly tough game, though. It's not like there were a whole lot of guides online back then. In fact, most of the help that you got was in the form of Nintendo Power or some kind of Game Informer magazine that had the cheat codes or an article on the game somewhere. So, yeah, let's just jump into it. I'm taking advantage of the short period of rest to record some useful information in my notebook, which has survived my recent adventures. I am now separated from my companion, whom without his help I would still be trapped. I hope I manage to find him. I owe my life. Right now, I'm lost in a maze of underground corridors. I cannot tell how long I have been wandering, and I constantly encounter streams that threaten to flood these corridors at any time. Luckily, I've found a weapon that can blast a hole in almost anything I find. It has saved my life countless times. There are many guards roaming these corridors. I must be moving along before I... ... Now, that journal entry is actually taking part... It's like the middle of the game. I don't know why it spoils that for you in the middle of the game, but whatever. Alright, so here's the opening cutscene. I remember articles on this game on how they showed off how well the drawings, like, the artists behind this game would draw it on paper and how they managed to make the polygon models and stuff like that. It was a big thing back then. I know, you kids nowadays, you and your Call of Duties, I mean, everything looks realistic now. Back then, this is what we had. This was revolutionary. It's the slowest walk I've ever seen. This game, I will say, was incredibly difficult. This is a game you have to replay over and over and over and over and over again, because there were traps, things would happen to you out of nowhere. It was kind of like Dragon's Lair, but not so much quick time, but more adventure. There was even a part in the game where you were thrust into a tank, and there were no control, like, instructions whatsoever. You just had to mess with buttons until different panels lit up. And while you were doing that, you were in this arena getting shot at, and you had to figure out the combination of buttons before the other tank destroyed you, or something like that. Very unfair. That was something I had to look up in a code. Like a manual or something. In a magazine. Look how realistic that is. And for the record, yes, I did beat this as a kid. Would I be able to do it again? Probably not. There's a bit of platforming in this game. My favorite part is the laser gun, but I don't want to spoil too much. Alright, let's go. Oh yeah, I died like 8 times on this part before I knew what I had to do. Like, you emerge in water and tentacles try and drag you down. But for the longest, like for like 3 or 4 attempts, I was like, what am I supposed to do? Oh, I'm dead. Oh, and this thing will kill you. Yep, I forgot. So you can run with the A button. You can also kick with the A button. B button jumps. The tentacle will try and kill you. Oh, these slugs. If they got too close, they would insta-kill you. You could run faster if you jumped. Oh boy. Ah! Well, that didn't work. Let's try it again. There are many ways to die in this game. It's ridiculous. And there's a cinematic for each thing too. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Get used to that. Get used to that sound. All right. For real this time. Yeah, let's for real. Sure. I believe this was on the Sega Genesis too, if I remember correctly. And it was even remade for the computer at some point. Oh! Run, Marty! I remember this part. Okay, so now I think we're in a cage? Yes. So here we have to sort of rock back and forth. Spoilers for a 20-plus-year-old game. Ballista. He'll yell at me. Ballista. My tuba. Hold on. Oh, he didn't say it. Guess that was a glitch. But he goes, my tuba. That's what I think he says. Alright, so my gun here works, but it's low on battery. Uh-oh. Alright, so if I hold in my fire button, I produce a shield. If I let it go, like, around the medium... Like, there's two different ways to shoot. There's regular shot, like that. Then if I hold this in, and then let it go, it produces a shield. If I hold it in longer, it's a super shot that takes out a shield. Crap. I have no ammo. Okay, I was... So no more... Yeah, that's right. My gun is limited. Very limited. So I can't be using those super shots. I can only use those, Here we go. Ballista. Ballista. My tuba. Pat, pat. There he goes. Or it's my crowbar. It's either my tuba or my crowbar. I'm not sure which it is. I can end this video happy now that I know that he said my tuba. I think I got him. Hurry up, dude. Oh. Now that shield will go down over time, so I have to keep raising this shield. Come on, get that door open. Now, if I leave the protection of this shield, the enemy will actually move up to use my shield. Go! Now, I forget what to do at this point. Oh! My point exactly. It's just... Do I have to do that over? Oh. Yeah, like I said, this is a game where you're going to have to replay... You're going to be dying over and over and over in this game because, you know, you just don't know what is coming next. And oftentimes you'll have, like, a grand total of 2 seconds to react. Still, though, I think the jailbreak here was my favorite part. It was the most action-packed, shooty. After you get past this part, you're in these caverns and you have to manipulate water and try and get around various passageways without drowning. Oh! I'm dead. My friend has to be the one to hack that door. So this is an instant death for me. I might as well just die now. Kill me, please. Thank you. Alright. I think you guys get the idea. Out of This World, fantastic game. I do not know if the remake is still on Steam or not, but if it is, I recommend checking it out, but I would recommend finding a guide online to help you through it, unless you like beating your head against a wall. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube, that way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince, thanks for watching, and my tuba.